You're watching the Vital Living Forum, Life Stories of Central Florida Elders. And joining us now is Ida White, a beautiful woman and a breath of fresh air. Ida was born in New York City, married and raised a family in the Virgin Islands before retiring in Central Florida. And along the way, she was an educator, a talk show host, and has served in the FEMA reserves. And now she's in beauty pageants. Welcome, Ida.
Well, thank you so much for having me here.
And I want you to tell me about the outfit you're wearing today.
Well, this is a gown that I've actually worn on other occasions as a beauty pageant contestant. I should almost say a senior pageant contestant. I love this gown because it has a little old world quality. And I wore this gown Sunday in the Beauties for the Cure pageant. And I got my crown as a person in the 70s range. And being 79, I almost could have gone into the 80s range. And if I do get in the pageant next year, I'll be in the 80s range. But this is the crown that actually goes with the pageant. And you can see the symbol for breast cancer awareness in the crown.
How did you get involved in senior pageants?
Oh, it goes back 15 years ago. When I got to be 64 years old, I was feeling very out of things. I felt like I was boring. I felt like life was boring. And I happened to see that a friend of mine in the Virgin Islands had competed in a pageant. Now, I never thought ever about competing in a pageant. And this person had so much personality. She didn't win. She came in, I think, first runner-up or second runner-up. And I thought, well, my goodness, that could be fun. So I signed up to run in the pageant the following year. I didn't have any, as far as I could see, talent, because talent is a part of those pageants that are based on the Senior America tradition of pageant talent, presentation, that kind of thing. So I thought, well, okay, now you signed up for it, what are you going to do? And I don't even remember what I did. I think I recited poetry and I danced. And I won the title for Miss Virgin Islands Senior America, and I went on to compete in the nationals. So that's how I got started.
And I understand that you have, in addition to participating in pageants, have been in an independent film. And tell me about that. This sounds most interesting.
Well, that is very interesting to me because it's like the bunny for the battery.
The Energizer
bunny. It keeps on moving. The Senior Sweetheart pageant of Massachusetts, of Fall River, Massachusetts, I have attended that regularly. And mainly because I like seeing the same people. It's sort of like pageant camp to those of us who go regularly. And one year we were told that there would be some filmmakers coming in to film the contestants and how did we feel about it. And I thought, that's great. So they actually came to St. Thomas, Virgin Islands to be with me for several days. And then we were followed in Massachusetts, and they put together a film, and the name of it kind of threw me for a moment. Pretty old. I wasn't sure I liked that too much. But quite frankly, I had my reservations about whether or not the film would get produced. In 2008, the film was complete. Saw the film, was amazed that I was a star. That's what they said, that Ida White was one of the 4 stars. And I thought, I'm not sure I can take all of that in. And I've seen the film more than several times in film festivals. And that's how it all came about. I mean, I'm still in awe of being in this film and the reception that the film has gotten in so many places.
One of the reviews of the film, and I want to read this, described you as being loud, intelligent, and insightful, and an extremely fun woman to be around. And I can see how that would be. And the title of the film again is?
Pretty Old.
Pretty Old.
Yes. The title, Pretty Old, and it's online, I think it's Pretty Old, the film. You can see the trailer. But the person who put the film together was a young guy. At that time, I believe Walter Matson, which is his name, he might have been 25. And perhaps that was a reason for my hesitation. They were so gung-ho. I mean, the nicest people in the world. So no matter what he asked me, I was more than willing to cooperate, and they followed us around for hours. And it got to be, and if you ever see the film, you realize that we didn't even know they're there because they became so much a part of who we were. And that he could see in my story enough to put together what has become my legacy for me, because as the review stated that about me, we were in Santa Barbara when we read that, because it got, I think it came in the top choice for the People's Award in Santa Barbara. And we were so excited, and I wasn't quite sure afterwards what that really meant, you know, but I'll take it. I'll take it. I take it. I'm so thrilled about the film. And of course, it will live on. It's on Netflix, and you know, hopefully I'll be around to see many more celebrations of that film.
One of the things I am seeing as I hear your life unfold is that you have reinvented yourself through the years and as your life has changed. And I was sorry to hear that recently you lost your husband, Tony, due to complications from dementia. And yet, you have turned that into something that is giving to other people, because now you volunteer with Give Kids the World. Tell me about that, Ida.
Well, I can tell you it's been a saving grace for me, because daily I go through the pain of missing Tony. And he passed in April 8th, actually 4 days before my birthday. And I remember thinking, what will I do? How will I handle this? And I had seen the sign for Give Kids the World for months, because I've been in Central Florida 2 years, and I'd read where Extreme Makeovers had gone in and remodeled the entire village, almost, just about all of it. But I never got around to volunteering. And shortly after he passed, I went online and signed up, because you do have to do a security check, and they notify you whether or not you're able, you know, to meet their requirements. And they said yes. I went in for the orientation, and it's a magical place for families, and it gets to be magical for the volunteers, because whenever you volunteer, the first thing they say when you're finishing your shift, thank you for all you do. And there's more than 1,500 volunteers a week at the property. I've done many things. They have so many areas that you can volunteer in. I started out with the evening parades and different things. I went to the carousel operation, and finally I wound up in the gift house. In the gift shop, sorry. And I love working in the gift shop because it's all about the families, the children. Anytime you can see the children come in and give them a little bit of yourself and share yourself with them, and you see the joy. And the families are so happy to be there that you know you're making a difference. And that's why in the first weeks, I think I volunteered myself out. And now I've got it down to a reasonable science. And I have been asked to be a face character. And that's what I'm really excited about.
Well, it seems as if as you reinvent yourself, you are willing to accept new challenges, and I can see that you are being an inspiration to others to accept new challenges. Ida, thank you very much for being with us today. I really do appreciate you sharing your story.
I want to say thank you to you. It's been such a wonderful feeling for me to be able to talk about the things that I have done in my life's experience, and I still have a lot more left to do on my plate. Thank you so much.
And we all do. And I want to thank all of our viewers for watching the Vital Living Forum, Life Stories of Central Florida Elders.